We were meant to be halfway to French Polynesia already. Coronavirus literally changed everything. There was a group of super dodgy looking guys yelling and screaming at us, so we set sail to find a nice anchorage and found the most incredible little island. We've got friends stuck in marinas, we've got friends in isolation. I think we'll be safe to carry on. Over.
With Hurricane Irma, boats tossed. Here we are at this marina.
Hi, my name's Colin. I used to be a chief engineer on super yachts, but gave it all up to buy a hurricane-damaged Lagoon 450. My friends and I are fixing it up as we go, and are determined to circumnavigate the entire planet. So subscribe if you want some inspiration to live life to the fullest. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Parlay Revival. A lot of you have been asking about our merchandise. We are back up and running, so you can go to www.parlayrevival.com and we've got a bunch of merchandise. So if you're interested, we've got hats, vests, t-shirts, hoodies, girls t-shirts, girls vests, and lots more. I'll leave a link in the description below to our online store. Every little bit helps us out, so if you want to buy some merchandise, we really appreciate the support. Please expect delays because of coronavirus, but I promise you all the gear does get delivered. But without further ado, let's roll the clip. Since the outbreak of the coronavirus, Panama has gone into a very strict lockdown, with boats being restricted to marinas and anchorages with little to no freedom at all. But we heard about the remote islands of Las Perlas, where boats were allowed to move freely within the archipelago. So we sailed out there to start a self-isolation process with enough provisions to last us several months. Out there, we found a community of sailors all stranded in Panama together, with nowhere to go. Yeah, we hear you loud and clear, but we didn't. Morning guys. So this morning we got woken up by a bunch of guys screaming in a local boat, and I stuck my head out the hatch here. It was super foggy, and there was a group of super dodgy looking guys yelling and screaming at us. I think they were just cruising past and saw us at the last minute, and one of the crew whistled out to them, and they did a big 90-degree turn to dodge us. So just raised the question a little bit. They ended up driving off into the fog, going super fast, and then we heard them kind of like, I don't know, get run aground or get stuck again. So it was kind of dodgy situation, which was a little bit concerning because a few days ago, two different people said that there's a big narcos drug trafficking problem here. Boats coming up from Colombia, coming up to the Las Perlas island. So I got on the radio this morning and just asked a few of the cruisers who have been here for a long time what they thought.
You should have no concerns for visiting the islands further south. Over.
Nobody's seen anything too suspicious. It's a huge relief because we're just going to go exploring on our own. Obviously quite a nice looking catamaran with a bunch of young people on it, so we could be a bit of a target, but I feel like it's okay to keep going, so I think we'll be safe to carry on. Over. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Parlay. If you hear anything else and you're still in range of that in the morning, please do come back to us and let us know.
Yeah, sure, will do. Thank you. Unfortunately, as we went to hoist the mainsail, we realised the switch for the electric winch was no longer working. So we hoisted it by hand, which isn't so easy with a 22-metre high mast.
That seems like fun. The electric winch is not electric anymore.
We were planning on doing a lot of sailing, and putting the main up by hand gets old really quick. So we set sail to find a nice anchorage to fix the winch, and found the most incredible little island.
Hang on! Yeah!
So this is the only electric winch we have on board, and it's the one that hoists the halyard for the main. so we really want to use it. It is possible to hoist the sail by hand, but it's just not fun. A while ago, this switch here for this winch failed. And then just in the last few days, this one's done the same. It's only got like a tiny tear in the top of the switch and water has gotten in and this one's no longer working. So what I've done is I've disconnected these switches and I've ran a wire and then I've installed the switch. I brought it out behind the start panel for the engine because this is just temporary. I've got 2 new switches in the States that I can't get delivered here because of the coronavirus situation. And I've just put a little hand switch here, which now works the winch. So we don't have to hoist the main by hand. We were meant to be halfway to French Polynesia already, heading home to New Zealand. Coronavirus literally changed everything, but we're strong believers in everything happening for a reason. I guess it just wasn't our time to cross the Pacific yet. We feel so damn lucky when we come across little slices of heaven like this. All the problems in the world just seem to disappear as we live these moments out to the fullest. We are learning to take everything in our stride when sailing around the world. But it's days like this that make living on a boat so worth it. Laundry day is always a huge ordeal on Parlay.
My towel's rotten. Smell that one.
Yeah.
This is Jamie's.
Okay, we can't bitch and moan about it, we just got to do it. Fire up the water maker, there's no one around, so that's good. Water's looking real clean. She's ready there.
Are you talking to camera or are you talking to yourself? It's kind of controversial.
With no laundromats in sight, we've got to use the chili bin to wash our clothes. We do a wash and a soak in salt water, and then a stomp and a rinse with fresh.
Is that all of it?
We're so stoked to finally have a water maker. It's such a game changer. Then we hang it all up to dry on anything we can possibly hang it off. It's pretty funny when we turn up to anchorages on washing day. We look like a real motley crew.
Yeah, now it's good. We're on islands just off Panama, about 35 nautical miles, called Las Perlas. Panama City's in full lockdown and you're only allowed out 3 days a week. Yeah, we do, and everyone's in the same situation, like no one knows.
So it's been quite interesting times for us. Jamie's just on the phone now with this Australian organisation that owns the Australian Herald and a bunch of other newspapers and stuff. They want to do an article. Well, they're talking. I don't know if it'll go to paper or not, but they're talking at the moment. But a few days ago, I got a call from the New Zealand Herald, and we made the papers. They did an article on our situation, like a Kiwi stuck in Panama here. It's been interesting times, like a lot of sort of publicity from back home, which we haven't really had much of. Most of our following's from the States, so it's nice to be able to get the people from home to start following. That's what I'm most excited about, is for Kiwis to see this, you know, that we're a small country back there, 5 million people, and more people that sort of see the stuff that we're doing, maybe they get inspired to go do something similar. That's kind of what the channel's all about, is to inspire other people. So we'll see what happens, and you got us in an Italian newspaper, like a local newspaper back home, so this is something we haven't really explored before, but I think we've got a decent enough story to be able to share it to these newspaper outlets, so we'll see what happens.
Check this shark for us.
Buggers.
We've just sailed across the bay. We're doing just short little hops. We're allowed to sail around these areas, so we're just so grateful to be able to continue our lives on the boat. This isn't much different to what we normally do. We're so thankful to be in this situation. We've got friends stuck in marinas, we've got friends in isolation in the anchorages and stuff. The current situation in French Polynesia, which is what we're keeping a close eye on, is they're not even letting people stay there anymore. There's only boats turning up to French Polynesia. They got 72 hours to buy any desperate provisions that they need and then move on. We're in a pretty fortunate situation here, and we're pretty grateful for it. And life seems to be going on for Parlay Revival, but we're not forgetting about all those other people that are in pretty desperate situations. Paychecks aren't coming in, people don't have jobs. Even Martina, she's been living in Bocas del Toro in Panama. Her friends are running out of money, no work, all the dive operations are closed, all tourism stops. So our thoughts go out to those people, and we're just taking a moment just to be very thankful for the situation that we're in. Coronavirus at the moment, so this is our quarantining spot right here. Sun going down. We're pretty lucky. Hey guys, if you've made it to the end of the episode here, you must find us mildly entertaining. Maybe you want to consider becoming a Patreon. It's the only way that we can really continue to do this. To our existing Patreons, thank you so much. You know who you are. Your support means the world to us. I'll leave a link in the description below for anyone that's interested in checking the Patreon page out. Hope you enjoyed the episode, guys, and we'll see you next week. You.